Our core values are very important to our success here in Grenada, and we use the word team to get that point across to our young people. And for us, team means a lot. It's something that we fall back on in tough times, and it's something that we really feel appreciative of in good times. The T in team stands for toughness. That if you're going to play football at Grenada, you got to be tough. Football is still, one of the only things left in this world that can physically knock you down. And you've got to make that choice whether you're going to lay down there or you're going to get back up. The E stands for effort. Nobody controls that but you. And that's not something that should ever be influenced by someone outside of our circles. We want to be the hardest playing football team in the state of Mississippi, and that's where the E comes in for our effort. A stands for attitude. Negative people drain the energy in a place, and we don't want to be those kind of people. We always want to be positive about the situation that we're dealing with. Whether it's good or bad, we're going to be positive about it. And if we have an opportunity to bring others along with us, we think that positive attitude makes a lot of difference. And the M stands for maturity. Whether it's in football, whether it's in school, whether it's in life, one of the keys is not making the same mistakes as we made yesterday. That comes from maturity, learning from our mistakes, learning from someone else's mistakes, growing up and becoming the man we're supposed to be. All these seniors, and we could go on and on about this, but they're not just good players, they're good leaders.
How's it going, y'all? I'm Coach Kenzaki Jones, cornerbacks coach. Excited to be down here for my first year in Grenada. Jaeden Curry, one of the top leaders on the team, very good role model, one of probably the finest young men I've run across thus far. Curry has unbelievable effort. He's a smart young man. Learned a lot from him. He has pretty good knowledge of the game, and he goes full speed every time for the most part. He's cornerback, can play a little safety, and if we need him on the offensive side, he can be a receiver and a quarterback, but I'm hoping I can keep him full time at the corner.
Jaeden Curry is, he's been everything for this program the last couple of years. When I first got here, he was a 10th grader, and he's kind of one of these special athletes that you can't really put in a box, because he's not just a defensive back, and he's not just a receiver or a running back or a wildcat quarterback, a kick returner. He's done all those things, and he can do them all at a really high level. And not only can he do those things to affect the game, he does all the little things to affect the team in a positive way. Playing safety for us week 2 last year, but you can see him playing over the top. He's actually a free safety right there. The guy looks like he's wide open, and not many people can make up that distance like he did. And not only to get there to make a play on the ball, but to intercept the football and get a turnover for us. So not many people could make that play. Really special player. There's nothing on the football field he can't do. His attitude, it's unbelievable to see how he processes information during a football game, because on the outside looking in, he is even-keeled. I mean, he's going to give you his best every single time. But the more you get to know him, the more you see his drive and his work ethic and how he, if something doesn't go well on the football field, maybe he has a fumble or a play that he felt like he should have made. If something doesn't go right with Jaeden, you want him right back out there, because he's about to do whatever it takes to make it right. Not everybody's wired like that, but Jaeden Curry is.
During a Center Hill game, when I fumbled on the goal line, that hurt me a little bit when I fumbled that. But next, when I had the kickoff, when I caught it and I ran all the way back, to me that's being resilient. To me, coming back from that, having a good attitude, maturing, not letting that get to me and get me down.
And he's just a great leader for us. He's not really vocal, but the guys get that. But he leads by example, and he does it every single day. Playing against Bartlett, really good football team at their place. I think it was on an early afternoon game because it was we moved it for weather. But you can just see his athletic ability and the ball skills that he's got. A lot of people call it a wildcat quarterback. He was our change of pace quarterback last year. Something else that they've got to prepare for. And last year, Jaeden was that guy. And you can just see the plays that he's able to make. And you know, once again, we just showed a video of him making a play as a free safety. Now all of a sudden he's playing quarterback and running quarterback counter from the Wildcat. So it's a really good player, and you know, good things happen when the ball's in his hands. Such a tough play. I mean, he's rolling to his left. It's something that we practice every day, you know, and Jaeden can actually throw the ball. He, like I said earlier, there's nothing on the football field he can't do, but you can see him with the play fake. He's rolling to his left. I put him in a bad spot, but that's where the play needed to be to get more field and give our H-back, Eli, some more room to work, and he's got pressure in his face. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong, and he completes the pass for a big play. And, you know, yeah, I sound like a broken record, but he can do it, man.
My name is Jaeden Curry. I play cornerback, safety, and receiver.
What does the T stand for?
T stands for toughness. Toughness to me means like getting knocked down, getting back up, you know what I'm saying, moving on to the next play. You know what I'm saying, just being able to move on, be tough, be able to, you know what I'm saying, go out and do your assignment on the field. E stands for effort. Effort is, you know what I'm saying, how hard you work out here at practice, how much effort you put in at practice. Effort go determine like how much play time you get out here. You gotta have effort, you know what I'm saying, to play out here in Grenada. When you battling for a spot, you gotta have good effort. A stands for attitude. Attitude is, you know what I'm saying, how you carry yourself out here on the field. You can't have no bad attitude. Bad attitude, you know what I'm saying, bring down the team, bring down yourself. You gotta have a good attitude. Yes sir, yes sir, no sir. When you get coached up, you gotta be coachable. That's attitude. Last year, during Oxford game, when I had fumble kickoff down by the goal line, had a fumble, they got the ball back. I think they scored a field goal. You know what I'm saying? Next time, after they scored that, you know what I'm saying, I just came back, caught the ball again. Coming to your senior, you gotta have a lot of maturity to deal with the younger players, help the younger players out, help them be the best they can be. That's maturity, being a leader. You know what I'm saying? Correct them when they do wrong. Correct yourself when you do wrong. Be able to, you know what I'm saying, move on.
Eli Palmer's a special young man, baseball, football guy, has been since I've been here, really successful in both. He's battled some injuries, you know, throughout his high school career, but you want to talk about attitude, you need to talk about Eli Palmer, because no matter the circumstance, no matter the injury or what he's going through, he's the same every single day, and he is a joy to coach and a pleasure to be around, and he brings his teammates up around him. A lot of people nowadays, they'll pass the ball to set up the run. We're kind of old school on that. We run to set up the pass. And when we get everybody in that box between those tackles to try to stop our run game, that allows for plays like this to happen. And so you can see everybody in the box trying to stop the run. We have a play fake in there. The linebackers dive in there to stop the run, and we slip Eli Palmer out, and he's able to go out there and get a big first down against Clinton right here. So the blocking on the perimeter is great. We've got two receivers out there blocking for him. Great play fake by the running back, and the quarterback puts it right there where he can make a play. And anytime you get big guys out in space with the football, it makes me happy. He's a chess piece that we're able to move around. He's super smart. High level, high IQ in football, high level awareness of what's going on. He understands space, he understands leverage, all the little things that make him who he is, he gets it. And he's a huge part of our success here. You know, it's just kind of moving pieces around to try to get the defense maybe thinking a little bit before the snap instead of just reacting, and also give our opponents, coaches, different formations to line up to. But the key to all of it is players making plays. And it doesn't really matter what plays we call or what formations we line up in if we don't go out there and execute. Olive Branch was playing zone, and it's a good first down play for us. It's a quick game, which means the quarterback catches and throws, and based off of where the flat defender is where the ball goes. The outside linebacker took the running back in the flat and left Eli open for the catch right there. So Eli's got the ability here to not only block, but to catch and do something with the ball after he catches it. And that's another play action pass where we leak him out on the weak side, and he's open in the flats again. So 2 different plays, different ways to get him the ball, expand the defense horizontally, and try to make a play. This is a formation into the boundary. Sometimes it's hard for people to line up to because you don't want to be outflanked in the run game. And so we have a play action to McCaleb, put him in the flats, and have Eli running a wheel route, and he's able to catch the ball and finish it with a touchdown. And you talk about an important touchdown. This game could go either way, and it was a tight game, and I think this was maybe our first score of the game. So to get this play and get a lead early in this game was huge for us.
It was 3rd down, 3rd and long, and they had been walking an outside linebacker up the whole time, trying to stay on me, and we had been running, and so he, I guess, just figured it was another run, and he stuck me on a wheel route. He sat down, worrying about a run, and let me wide open over the top for a touchdown. I'm Eli Palmer, 85, and I play H-back.
I'm E.ffort, I'm number 84, and I play tight end. T stands for toughness, and to me it means that you get to go to the next play no matter what happened on that last play. So you have to get up and you got to play the next play.
I like to think of toughness as you can get beat one play. You're going to get beat at some point playing football, but you got to come back and give effort on the next play and not give up. E stands for effort, and playing our positions, we're a lot smaller than everybody else, and so it takes a lot more effort for us to go and block what we do and make the plays we do.
For effort, you got to give 110% on every play. Attitude for me means directed. All the other things, your toughness, your effort, your maturity, it means directing that onto the field. So you got to be able to control yourself and center yourself in your job.
M stands for maturity, and on the football field you have to be mature and hold your emotions together, because there's sometimes that you feel the need to want to do this or want to do that, but you have to put the team first and not make stupid decisions that'll cost your team.
Maturity to me, it means doing what you're supposed to do. It means not being able to play on emotion, but use your emotions to help you play. You're in a position where you used to look up to seniors and be like that, but now that you're here, it doesn't feel like you're commanding a bunch of people. It feels like you're just one of them and you want to help them get better.
Yeah, I remember my sophomore year, I played tight end, and we had a senior H-back. His name was Dre, and I looked up to him. He taught me just about everything, and so I hope to be able to take one of these guys under my wing and show them a few things that'll carry them throughout their high school career.
Our H-backs are really important to our success, and not just in the run game, because if the defense has a choice to make, am I going to put more people in the box to stop the run and less people on the perimeter to stop the pass, or am I going to keep 2 safeties back to stop the pass and be a little short in the box when it comes to stopping the run. Andrew Fair is a really good player for us. Here he is going into his senior year after a really successful junior season. And it's just fun to watch he and Eli work together out there. A lot of times they're on the field at the same time. We move them around all over the place to change our strengths, change the defensive fronts. But you know, he's a guy that he's a hard worker. He's a great teammate, I think. You know, to everybody in here, he's a great leader. I see him going over and pulling the young guys to the side and helping them with their plays and what helps him remember some of the things that we're doing. And as a coach, that makes me really proud. As a dad, it probably makes me a little prouder. So we've run this play, you know, when we talked about Eli, it's the same thing. Well, now Eli's covered, the outside linebacker comes down, and it leaves Andrew open on the over route. And you know, all of this is after a run fake to a really good running back. And not to mention, somebody's got to be on top of Jaeden Cotton, because here he comes across the field and he's a threat to score. And last year, Chance Jenkins has taken the top off by running a fade here. So it all fits together, and it's everybody doing their job. And when everybody does their job, it's up to Braden to find that guy, right? Well, Braden does a good job of that for us. And on this play, that guy was Andrew. He's in the right spot. Andrew's a smart young man. He understands if it's man or zone coverage, and it's fun to watch these guys. They'll throttle down in those holes that the defenses leaves. They don't run into coverage, and we work hard at that in practice. But you can kind of see Andrew. You see the outside linebackers in front of him. He throttles down just a little bit to give him enough space to be able to make the play. But you know, Braden finds him, and it's a big first down coming off of our goal line down there. It's a big first down for us right here against Olive Branch. You know, we're actually faking one of our better run plays into the boundary over there, which is our bug sweep. The defense converges on it. Once again, we're faking to a really good back. We've got two receivers out here that kind of clears off this side of the field. And Andrew comes open right where the linebacker left from that's trying to stop the run play. So great play fake by Braden. And Andrew finds the hole in the zone right there and is able to catch the ball and get a big first down. You know, he's not bad with the ball in his hands. You know, he's kind of got a little stiff arm right there, and he's hard to bring down, and he's got two guys that's really blocking, you know, really hard for him out in front of him. And it's fun to watch. You know, he's a big body. He's 195 pounds, 200 pounds, and you know, he's trying to score on every play just like the rest of them. He does a good job when the ball's in his hand. As I look back at coaching my boys, this is a good play. This play was not called to go to him. You know, I called it because Eli's been open in the flats a couple times already against Hattiesburg, and we're trying to get a first down here in the red zone. And when I called the play, I thought Eli would be wide open. The flat defender comes down to cover Eli, and it leaves Andrew wide open. And once again, Braden does a good job of finding him. And you know, biggest game of the year, last game of the year, to be able to score a touchdown is a lot of fun. So anyway, my favorite part of this play is, of course, Andrew scores a touchdown, but watch Eli. You know, watch how he celebrates, you know, after the play. And I just think that's huge. And that, you know, you see Jaeden down here with his hands up. He couldn't be more excited. And all these guys are back, right? All these guys are coming back this year. Braden, Eli, Jaeden, and Andrew. And this is a close-knit team. And when you have people like this that celebrate somebody else's victories, you got something pretty special, and that's what we've got here.
It was basically the last play of the season, so we already up by much, so it was just, you know, a bit of fun. Yeah. But it was nice to get it in there for the season.
He's Andrew Fair, the tight end. You know, just about all the time around here, but right here he's Andrew Fair, the son. Of course, Andrew's still got a year to go, and we're expecting big things out of him, trying to get this thing going again. We've come this far from December to May. Where can we go from May to August? Because this doesn't stop.
Team, all three, 1, 2, 3, team!